Welcome to part 1 of Universal Design for Learning. In the first installment of Why UDL, we're going to look at learner diversity. Take a moment to think about your students, all of your students. Think of their individual strengths, weaknesses, and personalities, as many students from past and present as you can remember. Can you think of one of your students who embodies the average of all your learners? Hard to come up with the average student, right? The truth is that every single one of your students is different. The average student is a myth, like this unicorn. You could probably come up with a student who was an average age or maybe an average cultural demographic, but no one is the average learner. All of us learn and process information differently. There are so many variables that make up who someone is as a learner. Some of this diversity is in who we are internally, our interests, motivations, and emotions, but some of this diversity is in our environment. We enter a learning experience from a range of perspectives, distractions, and physical conditions. In the past, I've found that I sometimes categorize students in my mind by how they compare to a mythical average. For example, I might think that a certain student is an average writer. But even when I'm trying to narrow the variable down just to writing ability, not average student, but average writer, I'm still not accurate because learning is context dependent. That writing ability that I'm seeing is impacted by how interested they are in their topic, how motivated they are by this assignment, how much they're trying to manage in their other classes or their home life. By assessing a student as average in my mind, I'm ignoring all these other factors that influence their performance in my class. When we accept the premise that all of our students are diverse, we realize that our materials, our teaching, and our assessments all need to be designed for the range of learners rather than for the mythical average. The way to do this is to use Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. This is a framework for teaching that addresses the diversity of our learners. We'll be digging into what UDL is in more detail throughout the rest of this series. But before we get to those details, I want to address why this is so important here at Messiah College. Messiah is committed not just to academic excellence, but also to inclusive excellence, which was articulated in our most recent Diversity and Inclusive Excellence Strategic Plan. This goal was made even more specific in the Information and Web Technology Strategic Plan, which states that Messiah College will improve accessibility for all in both online and traditional classes by using a UDL approach. The information in this video is from the National Center on Universal Design for Learning by CAST, and we'll discuss that organization in more detail in Part 3. The icon images of students were created by ProSymbols, and all other icons were created by FreePick, all courtesy of flaticon.com. See you in Part 2.